Okay, Saturday, 15th of March, 2025. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Psychology Saturday, understand yourself and others. Understanding the rules fully allows you to break them. The better you understand the rules, the better, more creatively you can break them. So this is something interesting to understand about life and about business and art and things you're building and creating. Initially, in the beginning stages, you want to understand the rules, the principles, the concepts, the first principles, what it is, how it works, no matter what it may be. This art, this writing form, this business, the fundamentals, marketing, sales, etc., etc., etc. Understand them deeply. And it's very interesting. It's gradient. It's this transition that goes from learning and understanding and mastering them. And over time, as things become very straightforward, day-to-day, quotidian, fully understand things, you start to realize the shortcuts. Shortcut here, shortcut there, and things still work just as usual. You realize that this is it, it still works, normal, no difference, no change. And then you push that line more and more, not to the breaking point, but you start to figure out and realize where that breaking point is. And the clearer where you know that breaking point is, if I want this result and I do this, it works. I do this, it works. I do that, it works. But if I do this, it doesn't work. It doesn't give me that result. It gives me something different. It's that the more we understand the rules, the better we can understand where that red line is, where we don't get what we want. Very important. Meaning, the more we understand the rules and the principles and concepts, the more we can creatively manage them and have a creative approach to them and creatively break them. There's a nice quote that comes to mind, really. Pablo Picasso: good artists copy, great artists steal. Meaning that as we understand things, we don't have to follow the rules. Interesting. We can break them. We can bend them. We know how to do things, what not to do, when to do things, all the shortcuts, the nuances, and how to get the same result, but doing less work, less effort. Quite powerful. And then we also start to realize that this rule doesn't matter as much. It's important, but it doesn't matter as much. Or this rule, it doesn't need to be respected as much, but it's still valid. Things like that. Or this rule can be applied, but in some situations it can be completely ignored. Things like that. I'm thinking and imagining in literature, where as you understand the rules of, say, story and arc and writing and methods and techniques, you know how to invert them and subvert them, doing the opposite and doing things people don't expect, surprising the audience. So then this is the standard method of doing things. But if I do it like this, it works and it's more artistic, more creative, and it's something different. Again, it's the opposite, or it defies their expectations, but it still works. Interesting. Okay. So the more we understand things, the better we can break them more creatively. And we can go one step further. The more we understand things, the more we can start to improve upon them, finding these shortcuts, these things that are lacking or missing, and expand on them to go even better, to make it faster, more efficient, more proficient, more anything better. When we understand the limitations of the rules, we can then build on them and improve. I've noticed that this works, but this time of the day, but if I do it 1 hour earlier instead, it's faster. If I do it like this, but I rephrase it like this, I flip the sentence around, it sounds nicer, it works better, it looks better, things like that. Then it's this constant way of improving. By understanding the rules, we can figure out how to break them, but also figure out the limitations, where they fall short, so as to improve upon them, but also to creatively break them. Again, in literature, here's the standard way of doing things, but if we do it a little differently, it works, and it's more artistic, it's unique, it sells nicer, it has more uniqueness to it. That's quite powerful. That's quite important to understand. The more we understand the rules, the more creatively we can break them. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And this goes back to a video I did 1 month ago on about the joys of artistic deconstructionism. Nice. Very interesting. But otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.